Welcome, one and all, to MindMesh's Movie Talks. Now, okay, I'll be the first to admit, well, firstly, introductions. My name's Chayton.
I'm Fish, and he doesn't know how to read.
Okay, you don't have to throw me under the bus like that, but yes, I
mentioned it last time. I should have gone with you.
Okay, I get it, okay? I messed up. Let me explain for our audience here. I went to Walmart. I went to the movie section, and I was just perusing. I was just walking. I was looking at all the movies. I was looking for something that had Ryan Reynolds on it, or attached to it, like with his name, and something that had the anagram of DP.
And explain to the people that haven't been following what you were looking for.
I just explained it. What do you mean? I was looking for Ryan Reynolds and something that had DP in the name.
But what movie were you looking for?
I was looking for Detective Pikachu. Okay, I was looking for fucking Detective Pikachu. I come back from the shopping center. I show Fisher what I've bought, and he tells me it's the wrong movie. And how am I supposed to know that DP can also stand for Deadpool? Okay, I didn't know that. All right.
So this is what we're watching tonight.
Yes, we're watching Deadpool tonight because I messed up. I went to Walmart. I got the wrong movie. Next time, Fisher's gonna chaperone me. But like, honestly, anyone could have made this mistake. It's a very human mistake. Like
anybody.
Yeah.
That can't read.
Okay. I passed kindergarten. I say if I pass kindergarten, I believe that means that I can read at a kindergarten level. Which means I should have.
Wait, if you, how'd you know it was Ryan Reynolds?
Huh?
How could you read Ryan Reynolds?
I could see his face through the mask. I just didn't know. I didn't understand that Detective Pikachu wasn't this movie. But I could see his face through the mask. I know Ryan Reynolds' face.
I got a question.
What's up?
How does this movie commentary work?
Oh, well, easy peasy lemon squeezy. To sync the movie up with this commentary track or this podcast, whatever you fucking want to think about it. Basically, you're going to pause this podcast when I say the pause and press play once the 20th Century Fox logo completely fades to black. It's about 24 seconds in. Once the 20th Century Fox logo completely fades to black, you hit play on this commentary track. But for now, press pause. Oh my goodness.
It's been a while since I've seen this logo. Actually, no, it hasn't, because it was in Venom.
Oh yeah, Venom had this exact same off-brand Marvel logo. But what I was going to say was this is actually the very first movie in Movie Talks that we've both seen.
This is true.
Which is odd to think because like me and Fish were literally talking about it before we recorded. And I was just like, there's no way this is the first movie that we've both seen. But lo and behold, it's literally
either one of us has seen it or
the other one hasn't.
Yeah.
Or it's a completely new movie to both of us. But can I also just say I absolutely love the opening credits of this movie. I think they're so spot on to hit where their audience is and also just hit the...
Also just like it looks like a fucking still where a camera's flying around.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's movies that have done this like style before, but I think that the way that they used it to not actually do credits fits within the Deadpool mythos so well.
Oh yeah,
so well. Like this whole crotch shot nonsense, a CGI character. This whole shot's CG. I love that he's doing the Three Stooges finger poke, but I don't know. I love this movie. Don't get me into the second movie. We'll never watch that on Movie Talks. Sorry to say, but
I didn't think the second movie was terrible.
I didn't think the second movie was terrible either. My problem is that the second movie to me was too much like this movie. They didn't
do anything too different.
Yeah, the second movie was just a rehash. It wasn't anything new. It wasn't anything like spectacular. It's just they had more budget.
Yeah.
And that was like the plot of the movie. They had more budget so they could make something bigger. But I don't know. Maybe that was just me. I know a lot of my friends liked it, but I was just like, it was too much of the same for me to put it high up on my tier list of superhero movies.
I get that.
But anyways, here's our titular star, Ryan Reynolds, Detective Pikachu in the flesh. I'm sorry for my mess up. but I think that this was a good trade-off, in all honesty.
Do you remember back in 2014 when the test footage came out?
Yeah, and I love how to this day we still don't know who released that test footage, even though everyone recommends, drinking game. Every time Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool, interacts in the fourth wall to the audience, take a shot if you're of age.
And only if you're of age.
Only if you're of age. MindMesh Movie Talks has no obligation to anyone that just a bunch of legal garb. Automatically the podcast just shifts into that, that fast
legal
speech and the medicine commercials. That's what I'm looking for. Also, can I just say my favorite character of this movie is Dopender? Is that too much to say? I don't even, Ryan Reynolds, he's okay, but Dopender, A+ star.
Oh, there was something I was going to say about Dopender, but I can't remember.
That he's brilliant as an actor?
I like the character Dopender.
Okay, so I know Deadpool. I know his comics. Isn't Dopender a completely original character?
I haven't.
This movie?
I believe so. Okay. Because I haven't seen him in anything else.
That's my big thing. Is like I used to read a bunch of Deadpool comics as a kid, and I don't remember ever having this character. Like, of course, I remember Weasel, which he's in this movie. Weasel's the tech guy, even though in this movie he's not really the tech guy type deal. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Also, Deadpool doesn't have his teleporter in this.
Oh, yeah. That's also a very key thing. That he gets it in the end of Deadpool 2.
And the biggest thing, I think, because everyone after this movie forgot about it, his voices.
What do you mean voices?
Deadpool's voices in his head.
Oh, yeah, no, the whole there was a short film that was released before the test footage was released that I really loved. And it was like, it's the reason that in all of I'll just randomly say this in like conversations when it's a big group of people together, I'll say it's a cuddle puddle. There's literally a Deadpool short film online that in the midst of it, like he has the speech bubbles in the scene, like they're actual real, like being held up by green screen people and then being keyed out. Like they're actual real on set, like to add comic book bubbles, and they both have distinctive voices to each other. Like one's like super high pitched and excited, and the other's super dark and depressing, blah, blah, blah. Like the Deadpool video game. But and one of those, he defeats all these people and he throws them all into one pile and they call it a cuddle puddle. But like there's literally this one Deadpool short film online that I'm just like absolutely in for. Also, can we just say that the villain of this film is absolutely garbage?
That's literally what I was about to say. I was going to say, can we just say that Ajax is one of the most forgettable? Yeah, no,
the only thing that's unforgettable is his name.
And that's just because it's
a joke later in the movie.
Yeah.
But like, no, and I understand this movie had a super low budget because they didn't believe in it. Then Deadpool 2 is honestly what Deadpool 1 should have been.
Yeah, at least.
Like, in all honesty, if this movie was never released, Deadpool 2 should have been what this was. But because this movie released, they believed in R-rated films or R-rated superhero films, and that's why we got Deadpool 2. That's why we got Logan. That's why we almost got Venom as R-rated, but PG-13 nonsense.
And don't forget about BVS.
Oh yeah, Batman vs. Let's not.
Speaking of that test footage,
let's not go into dark or the
DC territory.
Yeah, I'm gonna call them dark comics because that's.
But like I said, speaking of the test footage.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of the fucking test footage. Also, the soundtrack of this film, I listened to it on repeat. All right.
Number one.
Yeah, Fisher followed the rules. Technically, you should have taken the first one when he was picking the gum off the camera, but I'll let it slide.
I was saying that, or I was thinking that was a POV of the window.
Well, it's the POV of the audience.
No, I thought it was the POV of the window. So,
well, yeah, maybe. I've never actually thought of that. I've always seen it as
like picking it off the camera itself.
Yeah, I've always seen it that way. Also, besides the like 80s, 90s music that they use for the soundtrack. I absolutely love the synth soundtrack that they use.
I love that those down,
and that's
down.
the whole soundtrack, and it's almost like synced up with the action itself. Comedy gold. Thank you, Deadpool.
Did you notice when the radio thing said Francis on it?
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, well. Yeah, no, I'm sure there's tons of little Easter eggs in this movie I've never realized.
Whenever I watch one of these comic book movies, like a second or third time, well, and like the second or third watching, when I know what's going to happen, I look around to see if I notice anything.
I mean, I kind of do the same thing. I also don't typically watch comic book movies like more than twice. So
Same.
Oh, perfect.
Ooh.
Well, Deadpool, you're a funny guy. You're a real funny guy. Also, when was this movie released? 2016?
Yeah.
I would just like to say that, man, CGI has become leaps and bounds since now.
It's crazy because I was just talking about how well it was, but I'm starting to see.
Yeah, like the flaws in how low of a budget they had.
Yeah.
Also, can I just say that I really wish that they would have held off on the opening credits until they actually happened.
Oh, that would have been cool.
Yeah, no, like I feel like it would have added a whole lot. Like to just start with him in the cab type deal, like cold cut into the cab. He's riding to that scene. And I wonder if there was something in the editing process, because they tried that. They waited to do the credits. Also, can we just say that like it's kind of weird to see the reboot of Colossus, even though this isn't a reboot of the X-Men universe? Because Colossus has been in other X-Men movies.
But that was before Days of Futures Past, and Days of Futures Past retcons everything.
Is this before Days of Future Past?
Yeah. This came out like a year or two before. I think actually Days of Futures Past came out in 2014.
But he's in the sequel. Explain that one to me, Mr. Krabs.
And what do you mean, in Deadpool 2?
He's in Deadpool 2. If this was before Days of Future Past and Days of Future Past retconned everything.
No. I'm saying Days of Futures Past was before this.
Oh, okay. Whatever. I don't care. All I'm saying is I'm going to count this as a reboot.
I just kind of love how that movie retconned everything that happened in this universe.
And they were fed up with all the continuity issues and stuff like that. So they were like, you know what, let's go for it.
A little side note, if you look at some of the street signs, it's Liefeld Street, the writer of Deadpool.
They do that all the time. They do that all the time. And I love those little details where like, yeah, no, we can't actually do the street name because it's so well known. So let's replace it with like the writer of the movie or the director of the movie or like the original creator of the character, yada, 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 all that nonsense.
Part of me feels like they couldn't reference Spider-Man, so that's why Parker Boulevard's up there as well.
No, that maybe.
But that Parker is also such like a common. I feel like it's a more common thing to see.
Why do I have like this weird distinction in my mind that Parker has some form of connection with Deadpool, but not the Spider-Man Deadpool sense. Like someone that originally wrote Deadpool had the last name or first name Parker.
Liefeld was the one that wrote it. It might have been the person that drew it. Or did Liefeld also draw it? Because a lot of people talk about the fucking Liefeld Captain America with the giant chest.
I wish I could honestly tell you. I also love the fact that all the bullets have like the Matrix weird like air pressure effect behind them and you can actually follow the trail. But I don't know. Oh, 7.
This is one of my favorite sequences in the movie.
Oh yeah, no, this whole
the counting down of the bullets and everything.
And it just reminds me about the whole credits thing. Back to what I was gonna say, just so I can finish my point. I bet they did it in editing where it started in the cab and it went to that first, like it did the credits once the actual like van started to topple over. Ooh, but I don't know. I wonder what caused them to switch it up to put it in the beginning, even though it makes 0 sense. Canonically. Like, were people really that confused that this was a Deadpool movie up until that point?
I mean, they bought the ticket.
Yeah, no. He's down for the count, boys. I love the fact that he has a bullet hole in his asshole. Like, literally, his rectum. Yeah, see? He's literally got a bullet right up his rectum. I also, I guess my other main problem with Deadpool 2 over this one is that this one feels homemade and gritty, if that makes any sense.
The second one was a bit gory, but I mean, it's nothing like this one. This one's fucking brutal.
Well, no, like the second one in my mind,
and I might be misremembering the second one,
well, but the second one to me feel too clean. Like
that's I mean, as I don't think language wise it is, but as far as like violence, I agree with you.
Well, no, not even that. I just feel like the film in general, like this film, I think it benefited from such a low budget that it made them creative.
That's a lot of you hear that a lot though, you know, in at least in film, being in film school, you know, when you get restraints put on you, you become more creative, and I think this movie really benefited from it, and I think it struggled in Deadpool 2 because they got so much more money. So they were able to do what they needed to. Yeah. And then
but the second one, I still stand by this, should have been the first one. But I still think that they should have had a lesser budget than the second one had to make them more creative. I don't know. The second one also had the director of John Wick behind it. So like the action scenes were also way better. I don't know.
The dude that directed this, directed John Wick?
No.
The second one?
The second one was directed by the guy who did John Wick.
I feel like the action in this is better, and I feel like it shouldn't be.
I think that the choreography of the fight scenes in the second one are way better. Will I say the action scenes are? No, because this one feels so homegrown and like rushed.
I wouldn't say it feels rushed, but it feels.
Well, I say rushed as in like it feels less smooth and choppy. As in the second one was like such clean, like sweeping motion type deal.
I see what you mean.
It felt more refined. I'll keep saying that I wish Deadpool 2 was Deadpool 1. I wish they could have just combined the two movies. And I feel like it would have been a grand old time.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. What a Shyamalan twist. I mean, that's true. Also, what was it?
The one thing I will say that is not entirely canonical with this is that Wade Wilson doesn't really act this way until after everything.
Yeah, because he goes crazy.
Yeah.
No, I understand, but it's also for me. It's I
love Ryan Reynolds' personality.
Yeah, olives and pineapple. What's up with that?
Pineapple, I'm cool with, but I hate olives.
I hate olives too. I'm completely fine with pineapple on pizza, and for anyone that says otherwise,
I won't personally put it on a pizza, but if it's on there, I'll eat it.
No, I understand that mentality.
Like, what is it? What's the common? I know we're diverging from the movie, but like, what's the common? Pairing? Like, isn't it like Canadian bacon and
pineapple? It's Hawaiian style. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's a pretty good pizza.
Well, I mean, it's sweet, savory, and salty. Like that's literally the three main things that you typically combine. Yeah, the perfect pairing. I don't know.
I wouldn't call it perfect in pizza because like I said,
no, pizza's perfect. I don't care what anyone says. There is not a perfect version of pizza.
There's not only perfect to someone personally.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's whoever's favorite. Also, can I just say that like,
sorry for all the bottle clacking.
I just love that Wade Wilson's like a merc, but he's hired by like teenagers. Like he's not an actual mercenary.
I really feel like that scene. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, no.
That whole bit right there with the sunglasses. I really feel like the production designer or costume designer were put that on him.
Yeah, actually put him on it as like, oh, this is your costume design. And the mid take, he was like, no, these are fucking stupid.
It's nighttime.
Yeah.
I really hope it is. At least.
No, I would hope so too.
We will never see this, but I really wish we would have a Tom Holland, Ryan Reynolds, Spider-Man, Deadpool duo.
Not to date this or anything, or I guess I won't be dating it. Ryan Reynolds, in the recent weeks, met with Marvel.
Yeah.
And they did agree that Deadpool, moving forward, would be rated R and would slowly be introduced into the MCU.
Okay.
So technically, if Sony and Marvel continue on with their
deal and not have any more hiccups like they have been recently, that one time,
I fully suspect there will be more hiccups.
Oh, I do too.
What I'm saying is that if they keep having these recurring deals, maybe somewhere 2 or 3 years down the line, perhaps, thank God. But what I was gonna say is maybe 2 to 3 years down the line, we might see Spider-Man and we might see Deadpool together.
I really hope so.
Or at least referencing each other. Because if Deadpool 3 happens, he's gonna be referencing every single MCU character under the sun.
Oh yeah. Or at least the fact that he made it into the MCU.
Oh yeah, no. I still wish Weasel was like his tech guy. I'm not gonna lie.
I love how you could see the person Hollywooding the light above them kind of shaking.
Oh yeah. No, for sure.
He's breathing.
Thank God. Thank you,
Did we ever
Weasel.
hear what happened to TJ Miller? Did he get Me Too'd or not?
Wait, what? Oh, because wasn't he Me Too'd before this movie happened?
No, this was after.
Okay, so we can clearly see that he's still doing good for himself.
No. I mean, like, not this didn't happen after. Like, those allegations happened after.
Let's see. Any recent news? Comedian TJ Miller's show at State Theater is off. His second canceled show in Lehigh Valley. So
they all cheered when you said that.
Okay, so I'm not gonna say that he's doing bad, but he's now available for birthday parties. So so take that for what you will.
You know what? I don't think Disney's gonna be hiring him back to play Weasel anytime soon.
Rest in peace, no Weasel. Ah, beautiful. It's weird to think that this girl's like the love interest of Commissioner Gordon in Gotham, even though that show's long since ended.
Has Gotham ended? I've never watched Gotham.
Yeah, they're also married and she's pregnant. Wasn't she pregnant during Deadpool 2?
Wait, who are they married to each other?
No, not Ryan Reynolds and her. Commissioner Gordon and her from Gotham.
Oh,
I have no idea. Blake Lively.
I don't know who that is.
Me neither. She's also an actress, I think, or maybe she's a singer. I don't know. All I know is like Ryan Reynolds. I can't say anything. Maybe that'll be a podcast for another night, or a podcast topic for another MindMesh. You know.
I get you. What was I gonna say? Something.
I wish I could tell you, but honestly, our minds aren't meshing right now because this is movie talks and not our podcast.
This is true.
That's not how this stuff works. Sad to say.
There's something I was going to say about the movie. Fuck, what was it?
I mean, I have a plethora of things I can say about the movie.
Well, something about this scene I can't remember.
Also, can I just say how this is very it when it cuts to the wide shot where it's just TJ Miller in the background?
Yeah, I saw that.
He's just...
They're out of focus.
Yeah, and he's just standing there. He's just like, hello, what's up? My name's TJ Miller, also Weasel, the technology expert for Deadpool, but he's also not. Wow, what a ladies' man Ryan Reynolds is in this film. Can we call him Ryan Reynolds? I don't want to call him Wade Wilson.
I mean, I'm calling him Ryan Reynolds. I remember what I was going to say. Have you looked at the script for this movie at all?
No, I have not. What is it like?
I haven't either. What I was going to ask was, how much do you think that Ryan's dialogue is improv?
Oh, I've seen the bloopers of this movie where each take, it's like 5 different lines. So I would say probably a solid 25% is not improv and
75% is.
Yeah. I'd
probably say a good 90% is. He probably looks at the script to see like what the gist of the line is
the script is literally the story beats. Like, and I'm sure they have pre-written lines where they did the first take.
Yeah, and then he just probably spitballs.
That's why I'm saying 75, because I'm saying 25% of this film when it was shot was the original script, and the rest
was just not.
Yeah. Oh, now we're putting balls into different holes. What a beautiful time.
So you're telling me to have sex with a girl that you put your balls in her?
Yeah.
All
together. One package. That's all. That's all you need. Also,
God damn it.
If this is not the best montage in cinema history, I don't know what is. Like,
best like sex scene.
Well, it's not even a sex scene.
Sex scene montage thing.
Well,
I'm thinking the only other movie I can think of is like Good Luck Chuck.
Okay,
but
I don't know.
But it's funny.
No, it's a very funny montage to really move us over. And what was that last one? I don't know. So because
they actually start like the first shot is tries to be sexy, and then they slowly just get grosser or just weirder.
Yeah, no, I love how they're fucking doing it on the Thanksgiving table right now, covered in cranberry sauce and mashed potatoes. Also, I love how it took them like 5 months to get to Thanksgiving, and he just said, "I love you." Oh, they're meant for each other. All the cocaine really gets to him sometimes, you know?
Ryan Reynolds is a coke addict. No, he's not actually. Don't believe me.
I take everything back. He's a lovely human being, a lovely Canadian. He adds so much to society. Yeah. Do you have STDs? I got my test. Oh. Bro, how would you... I can't ask this because we're both not females, but like, how would you feel if you got... you got presented a ring pop as a wedding band?
I mean, it is uncommon, but it's uncommon, not.
But it's very them.
Well, not the ring pop thing, but I was gonna say like girls proposing to guys, so it's not completely out of the realm of possibility.
That ring pop was just up that man's ass as a butt plug, and you're wearing it on your finger.
At least she didn't like
lick
start.
It?
Yeah.
At least she's like, tasty, sweet and salty. Oh God!
I mean, we saw the shit they were doing. That wouldn't be too weird for them.
What was I doing?
Who keeps a Polaroid camera just right at their bedside perfectly for a selfie?
I can name this. I can name a plethora of people that keep a Polaroid camera and within like handshot. My question is that's not true.
I will say I really like the lighting in this movie.
Well, yeah, because it's very.
Because you normally have like a normal balanced color.
Oh yeah, and this one's very real.
And then you have some like blue or green backlight, and then like you said right here, it gets super real.
Yeah, no, this is like they had this window, and that's all they used. Like, I'm sure they had some kind of bounce to like fill out their faces and stuff like that, But like for most of this movie, because of how low of a budget they had, it doesn't, like in most movies they wouldn't have his face so contrasty. But in this film, they decided, you know what? Let's have the side of his face a little hot and keep his other side in shadow. I don't know.
I see what you're saying now. His face is a little dark.
Yeah, no. Like his eyes are dark.
You normally have an eye light.
Yeah, no, you normally have an eye light, so that way you. And I mean,
but the window is the eye light. Yeah, the only eye light.
And he's facing away from it. That's what's kind of weird. Also, I just completely blanked to know that was a flashback, and now we're back.
Also, it transitions nicely.
Yeah, no, that sword placement is completely impractical.
Oh yeah, no, completely.
Well, I've watched a YouTube video about stuff like that where it's like having a sword placed on your back is so bad. It doesn't make any sense.
I don't think I've talked about this yet, but I go to Comic Cons and I cosplay a lot, and I cosplay Spider-Man, and I have a friend that does Deadpool, and you of course you know him. He's one of our friends, but when he goes, he has 2 actual katanas around behind him for his suit. And I have to help him get out a sword for a picture because it's literally impossible.
Yeah, for the only way for that to work is to have
a super short blade.
Well, yeah, to have a super short blade or have it posted so low to your back that where it's almost near impossible to be able to reach the handles.
Exactly.
So that's why every time you see him take out his sword, you either never see the sheath or it cuts to where they're already in. Hey, Francis, how's it going? Even though later on your name, well, no, is his name revealed yet? I don't know.
I actually had to do that in, I'm not going to name my short because I don't like it, but in my production,
what do you mean?
In my production too.
Yeah.
Remember the dude had the costume sword?
Oh yeah. And you had to cut.
Yeah, we cut to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Francis. Ah, that sound design, beautiful. I don't think that made any sense. Physics wise.
How do you think they did that shot?
Oh, beautiful. Look at
nice reference.
But what were you gonna say? How do you think they made that? I think on set with him reaching back, it was real, and then once they cut to him grabbing his shoulder, that like medium wide, and then throwing him, the medium wide was a real shot.
I'm in the still like of him like going in the air like that. Do you think that was fully
all CG?
That's what I was gonna ask. Do you think it was full CG?
Absolutely all CG.
Okay, so full CG?
Yeah, no way it was like...
I didn't know if it would be like a plate of him like acting like he was going through.
They already replaced his full mask so that way he has mouth movement and eye movement. There's no reason why it wouldn't be full CG. I don't know.
That's fair.
Like, you can really tell when the mask is CG or not in this movie. They tried really hard. But like... just the mouth movement, like if it was just the eyes, I could probably give them a pass.
Yeah.
Because they did it with Spider-Man Homecoming where they did the eye movement and it was because of his actual lenses and stuff like that. And I'm really interested to see what happens in the transition to the MCU. Because like, are they ever going to explain the eyes?
No, they're not.
And it's just like, it's going to be so wacky to see this character now after the Fox Marvel merger, if they continue on with Deadpool and if they ever introduce him to the MCU. Like, how in the hell will they ever explain this character? How?
You're literally going to have to watch the movies. They're not going to give you any backstory.
Yeah, no.
Unless it's just like a quick telling of like, oh, he got his powers through weird experiments.
Yeah, no. And the thing is, after Endgame, it literally gives them a perfect excuse for all of this shit.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're like, oh yeah, they redefeated Thanos, they deleted his whole army, and now because of the reverse, for whatever reason, now there are mutants. Now there are these new superheroes that did not yet exist, even though it makes no sense for them to exist now, even though they just reversed the snap.
Say that again.
Okay. So in Endgame, of course, you have the Hulk. He snaps and he reverses everything that Thanos did.
Yeah.
But now they have technically reset the timeline. So now the Fantastic Four can exist. The X-Men can exist. Deadpool can exist. Even though all the Hulk did was just bring back everyone that was dead. So it makes absolutely no sense that now that this is reversed, all these new heroes are there.
They just don't know about them.
Well, that brings up the whole multiverse argument with Mysterio, but Mysterio faked the whole thing.
Yeah, I was about to get really pissed at that movie until I found out Mysterio was faking it.
Yeah, no.
Because they called that world, like the MCU world, 616.
Yeah.
And that really bugged me.
Why?
Because even the comics acknowledge like the MCU as another universe.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh.
So like them saying that their 616 fucks up like even the comics timeline.
Well, yeah, but the comics don't follow anything the movies do.
In a way they do.
Well, yeah, in a way they do, but I also understand why they would call themselves 616, because in their universe, they are the main multiverse. But I don't know.
But then again, their main multiverse could just be their main multiverse. Yeah, no. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
Sorry to go on like a little side tangent.
I understand. It's just...
Let's look at this weird dude.
Yeah, no, his face is very awkward. He reminds me of
He reminds me of the dad from 2.5 Men, not Charlie Sheen.
Penn and Teller? Do you know those two magicians? You don't know Penn and Teller?
No, I don't know them.
Oh, well, he reminds me of Penn. But since you don't understand that, I can't further that conversation.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I mean, it's okay. I mean, am I a little disappointed? Yes. But I forget at this point that he learns that he has cancer.
He found out a while ago.
I know. I get it. Oh man, he's crying in a phone booth. He's about to put on his Superman costume and fly off to defeat Batman. You know what we should really do?
What?
We should start watching Netflix series. What do you say? The next movie talks are all just episodes of Netflix
13 Reasons
Bro,
Why.
how did you know it was on my mind? I understand this movie is dark and depressing, but like, come on.
Yeah, this movie is dark and depressing.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I feel like we need to do a podcast where we try and recap all of the bad movies that we watched, like Killer Bean, like the plot of Killer Bean without looking it up, and like wish upon like what happened in that movie.
No, in all honesty, I could not.
I know, I couldn't either. That's why I brought it up.
I can't tell you a single thing that happened in those. I remember brief flashes, but for plot points, no, I can't tell you. I honestly, I can't tell you. It's already, even though we recorded those, so like, I mean, it's not even long ago. It's like a month ago type deal. And not even a month ago.
A month or two ago. It's not like even
like weeks, days, whatever. Like it should be so fresh in our minds, but in all honesty, I can't. It's not
it's
probable.
So bad we just
no, this is full CGI. I don't. That car was maybe real, like the background plate was probably real, but everything else was probably fake.
Okay.
But that's how CGI works.
Does this count as a
No, it's probably real. And besides the...
No, does this count as like a fourth wall break?
I don't know, dude.
Because he's narrating.
Deadpool is literally narrating like for 75% of this film. So if we were actually doing the drinking game, most people would be in a comatose by now. That he's not wrong. Is she an actual comic book character?
I believe so.
God. Deadpool.
I can get lost watching this movie because of Ryan Reynolds' performance.
Oh yeah, no. Ryan Reynolds loves Deadpool so much, and like he just
falls into the character. It's similar to like not Ryan Reynolds. That's who we're watching. Robert Downey Jr. and Iron Man.
Oh yeah, no.
Like they just kind of fit into the character.
Honestly, my insult game is so inspired by Deadpool at this point. And I mean, you can attest to this. When I like insult someone, like I use such an odd combination of like adjectives and verbs and nouns that make no sense whatsoever, but together they become this brilliant masterpiece of just like
you can
nonsense. Call it that. I'm gonna call it that because I know what it is, and you just don't want to admit that my insult game is 10 times above what yours ever could be.
Look, you got away. We were talking too much and he got away.
No, sadly, our speech changed the plot of the movie. In the original film that was released in theaters, this was the end.
Yeah.
Credits started to roll. Oh, Canada. It also always slips my mind, but both Ryan Reynolds and Deadpool are Canadian.
Oh, yeah. I didn't realize Ryan Reynolds was.
Yeah. Also, T-Rex arms. I don't understand why he keeps going.
Because he can.
I understand it's because he can and for the comedy, but it's also like, I mean, he's not wrong. The male G spot is within the prostate. So, fun fact for all you tweens out there.
Stop.
Oh my God, I'm just trying to give them a bit of a sexual, sex ed education right now.
I'll see you later.
What do you mean, see me later? It's a good film. And what I'm saying is also very good. Yes, I've seen that movie. It's very depressing to get through. Have you ever seen 127 Hours?
I don't, but I mean, I know what happens. Dude climbs a mountain and has to cut his hand off.
No, he's not a mountain. He's in like the Arizona, like, oh wow. But no, it's James Franco like rock crawling in the desert, and he falls in this little tavern, and a rock falls on him. So it's not like he's climbing a mountain. He's just in the desert in a little trench.
Oh,
so he's in like the heat. That was a good transition. Yeah, accepting the Green Lantern script. And wait for it. He's about to make a joke about Green Lantern. Here it comes.
We already had the X-Men Origins joke.
Yeah. Now it's time for the Marvel
DC joke.
What's Green
Dark
Lantern
Comics.
part of? Wait, Dark Comics. Yeah. Green Lantern's part of the Dark Comics universe. I forgot. Oh, there it is. There's the joke. I know this movie so well. Makes me so upset.
Did I hear the Wilhelm scream?
Did you?
I thought I did.
Perhaps. I don't know. They hide it so well nowadays.
I love that it's still used though, but it's just hidden.
Yeah, no, for real. You know, that's a pretty good safe word. I feel
Pork and beans.
Yeah, no, I feel like that would never be
Pork
said.
and beans, pork and beans.
Pork and beans, please. Oh, God. Yeah, see? If you just burped, I wouldn't know if you were aroused or not. But if you say pork and beans, I know to stop.
I'm just hungry now.
Nom, 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 nom. It's time to eat that ring pop from earlier in the film.
Made my headphones fall off.
I'm glad you realized mid-sentence that the mic was not picking you up in any sense of the word.
Sometimes I've kind of learned to, like, when I talk, I'll look over at the levels to make sure that I'm like...
all of a sudden you're like, oh, yeah, no, I'm about as loud as I am picking up on your mic.
I'm about as loud as, like, a fly.
Yeah, no, I don't know how to explain our recording setup, in all honesty.
I mean, it's just like in front of your computer with two mics.
Yeah, no, in front of a computer with two mics, and the problem is we're not using the correct microphones for the way we're recording this.
Are we not? I never knew that.
Well, yeah.
Tells you how much I know about sound.
Well, if we were recording with the correct mics, I would never be picked up on your microphone. I would never be picked up on your microphone. Or, like, if we are recorded on each other's mics, it would be so soft that it wouldn't matter.
Is it also the fact that we're recording next to each other? Or is it like the way we're recording instead of like facing each other?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's also a key contributor is how the mics are like placed in front of our mouths. Like with movies, we're kind of forced into this weird triangular. Oh my God. Triangular pattern. That's terrible.
Putting gushers into his veins.
Yeah, dude, I want that sugary sweet treat in my veins right now. What's he saying? No, ungag him. I need the funny quips of Ryan Reynolds. You're wrong. It's actually broccoli. I don't get that reference. Is that like a Lord of the Rings type deal?
I have no idea.
Because he said it like a hobbit. So that's all I'm going to go with. Oh, beautiful. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum.
Great song.
Mr. Sandman. Yeah, it's a great song. God. What? That's Evil Dead-esque. What is that? Is that maple syrup?
It reminded me of like the scene from X-Men.
Yeah.
With Wolverine getting dunked in there.
Yeah, I get it. I understand. All right, dude, I gotta run. I gotta go.
You gotta go?
Yeah, I gotta go.
All right.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
You gotta do this by yourself. Are you ready?
All right, I'm ready.
You ready? This is your solo debut, okay?
My solo debut,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm ready.
All right. He's running away, guys. He's running away. And he's gone. Well, it's just us here. This movie, we haven't really been paying attention to, but we've both watched it, I guess. Well, here's this beautiful scene. Overexposed. Oh, and we're back. Here we are with the most boring villain ever. And I can't even remember her name. I think they might have said it earlier. But seriously though, why?
Why what?
I'm just talking about how forgettable he is. How forgettable Ajax is.
Here, let me put on my headphones and then everything will become clear. You don't understand. I've had to go since the movie began. I've been holding out for as long as humanly possible.
He was leaking out.
Yeah, I was literally like, don't look below my chair right now, but like
a little puddle
for real. Like if you guys didn't hear the little splish splashing of me running away, I don't blame you because I do post-processing audio editing that deters from all that. Oh my God, what's wrong with you? What you talk about while I was gone? You're like your
Nothing,
fantasies with Deadpool. I don't believe a word that's coming out of your mouth.
Look, man, I'll be honest. I bombed. I didn't know what to say without you being here.
I mean, I get it. I mean, I wouldn't be the same way, but I'm also trained in this field.
True.
I'm trained to talk when I'm alone. It's part of my therapy. I'm on medication for it, but I'm not going to go that route. I'm so sorry.
Why are you apologizing to me, homie?
I ain't apologizing to you. I don't give two fucks what you think. I'm apologizing to everyone listening to this travesty of a podcast. I mean, commentary track. I mean, whatever we
call this.
A movie talk? Is that what we do? Oh my God. That's how I feel right now. Anyways, back to Soap Boy. Oh, they haven't made that joke yet. I can't say that. Oh my, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I ruined this movie from 2016 for everyone watching this.
It's okay.
Now I can think about Shark Boy and Lava Girl, and I don't honestly know why.
I don't know either.
Yeah, you do. You know what's wrong with me. I like to imagine he's eating olives right now. Wait, what's this form of torture? Like sucking all the air out so that he can barely breathe?
I think it's like a lack of oxygen, so just barely enough.
Yeah, so it's barely enough for him to actually survive. Yeah, no, that's a pretty shitty form of torture. Not shitty, but like shitty. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah. Shitty for the person being tortured, not
yeah.
So, or it might be whatever is it might be him getting the mutagen in him though.
Well, no, he already has the mutagen in him. The problem is that this is what causes the mutagen to actually like activate.
Oh,
because like that the whole montage before I left, or I guess it was happening when I skedaddled.
It was right after.
Was it? Okay. So yeah, no, they were trying all these things to activate the mutagen, and this was like the last straw.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. You no longer have cancer, but now you look like a piece of cheddar cheese that was dyed red and also went moldy. And
we'll hear all these jokes later.
Was that actually a joke later? Was
it's
that
not
like cheese?
No.
Okay.
I was just.
I was actually kind of scared that I didn't remember a joke and I made it.
You might have, but I don't remember that one specifically.
I don't know. He also looks like a prepubescent teen, in all honesty. I don't know. Look at the tears whelping up in his eyes. I really feel bad for this guy now. Even though he's the main anti-hero of the film, so... Oh my God! Stop being rude! They're your host, they're your guests, they're the one that's feeding you. Stop being so mean. Toodaloo. That was foreshadowing. That's what you call foreshadowing.
Is it?
I mean, yeah.
I can't remember what
technically
happened later that it's calling to. I was about to say it's kind of weird that she like pulled out a metal case to get a toothpick. Or was it a cigarette? But it looked like a toothpick to me.
I mean, you're wrong on both accounts. for the sole fact that it was in fact, drum roll please, a match. So yeah, that's what she pulled out. She likes to chew on matches. A bit of a weird character trait, but yeah. It's also kind of weird that this match is able to light in such a low oxygen-esque environment. And I guess they showed that with the actual match like barely being lit. What a very Mission Impossible-esque shot. Very nice, very good. High claps to the video makers. All right, place your bets. How much of this fire do you think is actually real?
That's real. Foreground's fake.
You think the foreground's fake?
Yeah.
I honestly think that for the... Well, no, not this shot. This shot's pretty fake. I think a lot of this is fairly real. Like, I would believe that most of this is a controlled fire.
A lot of it probably is, but then a lot of it's probably just like accented stuff.
Yeah, no, it's just like accent pieces.
Like right there.
Yeah, no, that's all accent. Like him being on fire is completely fake. But it's also weird because you can tell what's an asset and what's not. Show me that Ryan Reynolds penis. Show it to me. I want to see it. I want to see them cock and balls flying in the air like... That's not true. Oh, yes. I think
there we go.
It. I want to see it again. I
too dark to see.
Yeah, no, too dark to see in the shadows. I need a clear cut. I need a showing of the good. Oh,
there we go.
That's what I need to see. All right. So if Ryan Reynolds is a national average for men, where does that place you on a ranking of 1 to 10? And by 1 to 10, I mean inches.
That's just like
the balls.
Okay, that's a rebar.
You mean a rhubarb?
Yeah, man.
I don't know how to pronounce it. Phonics is an enigma to me. Batman.
Martha.
Dude, I can't believe that this month originally was DC month. Can you believe that? Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Cutting deep right there. Cutting real deep. He's looking right at the camera. Take a shot.
That's not true.
I'm going to count it as a shot. That's all I'm saying.
Don't worry, there's going to be another fourth wall break.
Yeah, and then you just take a double shot. I'm waiting for the Evil Dead moment where the hand just reaches out of the dirt. That's what I
right
want.
Here.
What do you mean right here? This doesn't happen in this film. This is not... Yeah, see, it's not as scary. That's his back.
No, it's his head.
Is it his head? Whack-a-mole. Strike it back down.
What happened to the rebar in him?
It melted. The rhubarb bar could not withstand the heat of a burning down building. I like that little Spanish twang he added to El Cancer and El Everything, even though I think Cancer is the only... No, Cancer is pronounced the same way as it is in English as Spanish, I think. I don't know.
I don't know.
I actually remember looking that up after this movie because I was actually interested in if it matched up. But as you see, in the past 3/4 years... No, 3 years. What year is it again?
It's 3 years since this movie's came out.
Yeah. So in the 3 years since this movie's come out, I forgot what I looked up that made me interested in this film. Also, I would like to point out that everyone's looking at him, everyone's talking about him. Do you not think that she would hear and like turn around and be like, "Oh, who's the freak walking down Main Street?"
Yeah, that's true.
Or like out of the corner of her eye just then.
Like, to like look over.
Yeah, it's just like, who's this guy that looks like I was going to say Chameleon, but we haven't seen Chameleon in like the MCU or anything. Which can I just say, I would love to see Chameleon as a villain. That'd be interesting. That'd follow the plot line that Sony and Marvel want to do of not retouching Spider-Man villains.
That's true. We haven't seen Chameleon at all.
Was Chameleon part of the Sinister Six?
No.
Never?
I don't think so.
Oh, talking about how much of the script was improv and not. I've seen this scene, literally this scene, 7 different ways. That's the most tame response he ever gives.
Yep.
Out of all the takes. Like, so no. I think 25% of this film is the actual script, and that was literally just for the story. I don't think anything else in this movie is like actually there. And that's why all they did was hire like comedians or like fast, witty talkers. Yeah, they just let them go. They're like, this is what the scene's about. Let's go for it. How long has it been since we've actually seen him in the Deadpool suit?
He hasn't cut back to it in a while.
Okay, that's what I was just thinking, because I'm remembering bits and pieces of scenes.
Like, it cuts back and forth between this flashback of him.
But like, for me, I can't actually remember what happens in Deadpool 2 and Deadpool 1. Like, stuff that happens to Deadpool in the suit, I'm mixing up and I don't know if it actually happens. And I don't want to say it because I don't want to spoil it.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. So I'm like in this weird lost void where I'm just like, does this happen?
It's okay.
I mean, I understand that you get it. But like, what if our audience doesn't understand the complexities of not knowing what's an original and what's a sequel?
I think you're underestimating our audience.
What if you like Jurassic Park 2 more than Jurassic Park 1? That was a bad joke. I'm sorry. I tried.
Look how much of a shot that is.
Yeah, that wasn't a full shot, and honestly, I'm quite insulted that they called that a shot in that bar. This is my favorite song in the whole album. Hell yeah. Okay, I also will say that, like, I don't know, and I can't tell if Deadpool actually gets crazier after his transformation. And I think when he's acting normal, he acts too similar to how he did. Hell yeah. I love how the first version of the Deadpool suit is all like in felt.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Put a mouth hole in it. Oh, now here's the classic Deadpool suit. I don't know how he fixed the muffled voice or the oddly expanding expressionist eyes, but they're here now.
He did it.
Yeah. That's very Canadian of him. Okay, so that shot makes me question, did Deadpool take a shit while that man was killed on the toilet? And that's why he left with toilet paper stuck to his shoe?
Maybe.
Like, did he literally spread his legs so that way he could piss and or shit into that toilet? Zambonis move faster than that. I'll say that with personal experience of seeing a Zamboni move. What was that? Was that like a hospital of just... Well, not even a hospital. Was that like a drug den that actually had like...
Just like a bunch of sick people?
Yeah, a bunch of sick people hooked up to IVs and stuff. And also, was that in the basement of the sugar plant? Like what? That don't make no sense. And you're correct, Jimmy. Come on down to The Price is Right. Take a shot.
Yep. And I'm taking a shot.
Whoa, dude. I'm glad you're actually following the rules, even though this would probably be at least your 12th by now.
I gotta have some sort of moderation.
I don't know. Hey, fast forward. Nice. Oh, we were meant to see that. You know for sure we were meant to see that. Also, like, we were fast forward and we saw the whole bridge scene and then it cut to that, but then it fast forwarded some more to this point. So did he just stop the whole bridge battle, go home, jack it because he was so hot and bothered by that battle scene on the bridge, and then go back?
Yes.
Okay, I can accept that fate. Or I can accept that. That sounds canonical. That sounds about right.
No, I want to know how they got the rights to use this.
The song?
Wait. No. Wait.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Take another shot. Take 16 shots.
Wait. The Robin and my Batman. I want to know how they got to use that.
Okay, so technically they're allowed to use that because they're not using the characters themselves. They're using the names, which under copyright law...
I know we learned this in class.
Oh my god, I'm just telling you the real deal. I love how that Roomba has a hula lady on it. Oh my god, what's going on? When did he take his boots off to put on those Crocs?
When he walked in.
I never saw it, so I don't believe it. I can smell everything. Wait, wasn't that washcloth white?
Red? No, it was like pink.
Oh no, it was white when he put it on. It was pink / red because of the blood, and now it's yellow. When did he piss on it? That's what I need to know. Perfect comedic timing. He's such a douche because it's his character arc. Bro, stop drinking mouthwash like it's an actual beverage.
Might be.
Oh my god! What's wrong with you?
The mic fell.
That's not true.
Well, it didn't fall completely because I caught it.
Yeah, caught it in my open arms like a child.
I'm going to fix the mic.
No, look.
Leave it top heavy.
The only reason I leave it top heavy is for the sole fact that I know you and you move around a lot. So I
do move around a lot.
I figured that I would make it top heavy so that way you can,
I can swivel it around more.
Swivel it around, make sure you're happy go lucky. You know the gist.
I understand.
Yeah, do you understand? Because now you're not even talking into it.
What? No one can hear me?
No, no one can fucking hear you.
I'm kidding. I knew no one could hear me.
Yeah, we're laughing at stuff that's off screen right now because, you know, this is
I dropped my jewel.
Bro, oh my God, stop spoiling to the audience your addictions.
Bro, it's only nicotine. If you're above 18, don't smoke nicotine.
if you're above 18,
if you're under 18,
MindMesh does not condone smoking of the cigarettes or the jewel pods. Oh, God. I love this scene so much. That's just the acid I dipped into your drink. But I will say, I love the fact that, like, he cut off his hand and his hand actually has to grow back.
Like full size?
Yeah, like it has to start as a baby hand and grow up. And I love the detail that, like, his wrist doesn't taper down.
So it's just like a nub and then like
hand. And then it just randomly a little tiny sprout flower hand. Oh my God, what's wrong with you? Is this where we see the unicorn scene? Oh, damn. Wait, is that actually the unicorn scene?
Who knows? That might be. But no, they had to rewind to that. Or fast forward to that.
Yeah, but that scene made no sense in general. So, wait, oh my God, this movie has so many more connections than I thought. And it's not because of that Diet Cherry Coke that Weasel was just drinking.
For a second, I thought that dude was Tommy Chong.
Who?
That old dude was Tommy Chong.
I don't know who that is.
Cheech and Chong.
Who?
They're like old stoner movie dudes.
I'm sorry. I know the name. I know Cheech and Chong, but I've heard jokes about them.
They're like they made like stoner movies in like I think like the 70s or 80s.
Oh, did they?
And like they're really old now, so I thought that was one of them.
Oh. Well, no, I cannot say that I know who they are. Even though I've heard the names, I know the reference. Bro, this is so many guns.
That's a lot of guns.
That's a lot of guns that are gonna pow, shoot ya.
Reference to another Marvel movie.
That wasn't Marvel at the time? Is Blade technically, it was owned by Fox, right?
I don't know who made the Blade movies, so I don't know.
It would have had to have been Fox because the rights were first back to Marvel, and that's why we're getting a Blade movie now.
Wait, so why can they make a reference about Batman and Robin, but they can't make a reference about other Marvel movies?
I don't know. Sorry, I just got so distracted by Stan Lee being the announcer at a strip club that I just forgot what you asked. What'd you say? Why can't they use Batman and Robin?
He said this was his favorite cameo.
Well, do you see what's happening on set? No wonder. No wonder this is his favorite scene. You kidding me? This is the most action Stan Lee's seen in years, and he wasn't even getting any action.
He was just watching it all.
Yeah, exactly. No, but I mean, technically, Deadpool could have mentioned them. I think they just didn't want to step on any toes.
That's fair.
I don't know. What do you mean this angle? Flat ass McGee? What are you talking about? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to insult anyone's appearance. I'm trying to be funny commentary improv right now.
Funny man.
I'm trying to be funny man during this funny movie. That's all I want to know. Oh, what, you see him out of the corner of your eye that time, but not when he was stalking you on the street? Yeah. Yeah, touch your neck. I love the little like skunk tail highlight she has in her hair. That was pretty good. I like that.
Is that the first time we heard that?
Hear what? Maximum effort?
Canonically, not the first time we heard it in the movie.
No, because he says it once on the bridge before he jumps down into the...
Canonically, though. Like in like the timeline of this.
Bro, I don't know.
Like, was that like...
Is this before or after the bridge scene?
This is before because...
Is it?
Wait, no. Wait, I don't know. You're right.
Yeah, exactly. I have no clue what's going on right now. And I like this movie. We've taken too many shots because of too many fourth wall breaks. That's what's happening right now.
You're right.
Wait, is this Saw? Well, dude, let's watch all the Saw movies.
Let's do it.
Do you actually want to? I'm completely down to watch all the Saw films.
Next October.
We'll
pick the two best ones and the two worst ones.
No, let's do the Summer of Saw.
The Summer of Saw.
The Summer of Saw. It'll be the best time.
Yes.
I'm completely down to watch all the Saw films, especially since like Chris Rock is doing that like reboot right now. Or no, they finished filming. I think I've actually talked about this in a recent movie talk.
Wait, are they rebooting Saw?
I don't know if they're rebooting. All I know is they've made another one.
Oh, I didn't know that. I don't think you have mentioned that.
No, I'm getting a weird deja vu moment. I feel like I have.
We've talked about Saw before, but I don't remember if you've talked about a reboot or not.
Well, I don't think I've ever called it a reboot. I call it the Chris Rock Saw. Bro, I used to take karate and we literally had that
the same one?
Yeah. That's such a universal symbol for anyone that took any form of like fighting class. Because that's the dummy they always had.
That was a good line.
It was a very good line. That's not true. I don't believe that.
That's poop, bro.
That's poop straight up. If you thought it was chocolate yogurt, you've been going to the wrong fast food place. I feel like this montage was a whole lot. Oh, perfect. I feel like that montage was a whole lot longer and they had a whole lot more like funny little bits of where guns were hidden. But they were like, yeah, we can't keep all this in.
We can't have a 5-minute montage.
All I can imagine is he takes the back of a toilet off and he plunges his hand into the water and he pulls
out like a Ziploc bag.
Yeah, with a Ziploc bag with a fucking pistol in it. Like that type of deal. Wait, what's that boom arm for? Or that little... I have that stand.
I think... No, it's like a lamp.
No, that ain't no lamp.
It is a lamp.
You think it's a lamp?
I'm sure it's a lamp.
It looks so much like the mic arm I'm using right now. If it's a lamp, I'm going to be... What if Deadpool had a podcast? Let's talk about that real quick. Let's think about a Deadpool podcast right now. How would it sound?
It'd be like MindMesh. Come check it out.
Come check it out on your favorite podcast platforms and YouTube 2 days later. What was that? Was it an ad? I don't even know anymore.
It was a shameless promotion. Shameless plug.
Promotion. It was a good time. Well, I can't believe that we're coming to the final act of this movie.
Finally.
What do you mean finally? It feels like such a blur. I feel like we haven't even been watching this movie. But now we're here with like 20 minutes left. Bro, what if they pulled the wool all over our eyes and they made her Deadpool? Think about that for a second.
Do you notice that she's wearing Ryan Reynolds' jacket from earlier in the movie?
Oh my god.
Because she still cares about him and she loves him.
Yeah, she's wearing the jacket from their first date when he like sodomized that guy for delivering pizza. That was good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry because that was a really good one. Hell yeah, superhero X-Men team up. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's a funny joke.
Funny joke.
I will say I was really happy. I thought that was a really funny joke when that first came out.
Oh yeah, it was a very funny joke, and I just wish they didn't pay it off in the second one where they actually had all the X-Men. But what's also weird is that it was the young X-Men, so it placed Joker's time, not Joker. Oh my god, it placed Deadpool's timeline. I don't know where that came from. I'm so sorry. It placed Deadpool's timeline so off skew to the actual like happenings of X-Men.
I mean, it's due to that whole weird Days of Futures Past thing because when that happened,
you can blame that nonsense. What? Nothing. The radio. Weird frequencies. What? Wait, didn't we discuss how you can't do that for the next 5? Like,
but it's too late now.
Yeah, you've already done like 2 or 3. He told him to do that under contract. Oh, but you know, I also can't tell sometimes when the mask is CGI. I know I talked about this earlier in the movie talks, because sometimes when they're on shots and they move to other shots, the even though the mouth is under the mask, the amount the mask has stretched is completely different.
Yeah,
and it's
like right there. It barely
moved. It didn't match, and it's just like, how much of this movie is ADR in the end?
I am wondering. I do wonder about that,
because it's like, did they actually make the mask to be able to stretch so you could see the mouth movement? Because like in other parts of the film, they obviously CGI the mask, so why not do it again to fix the ADR so that it actually kind of matches? I don't know. Here comes DMX coming in with a hot new track from 2009. I don't know when this movie or this music was released. I'm going to guess 2009. It feels right in my heart and soul.
I'm gonna look it up just to see.
Are you actually? Dude, I know someone that has that wallpaper. How does he have that wallpaper? Who made that wallpaper? He doesn't have the teleporter. He doesn't have the little like belt symbol. Wait, does he have the belt symbol in this one? Now I'm looking at his belt to see if he actually has the symbol. Because if he doesn't, that phone background makes 0 sense. Give me a wide. Not a wide of his ass, a wide of his belt. Let me see. Come on. Come on. Does he? I can't tell. I can't see.
2003.
3? I was 6 years off. I feel bad.
Even earlier, though.
Oh, that was good. Oh, he does have the symbol on his belt. Never mind, take it all back. His phone background makes sense. I will say, the belt buckle is the only stupid part of Deadpool's design, though.
What do you mean?
Why would you make your belt buckle your face?
I mean, it's just like superhero shit. I don't know how to explain
what other
it.
superhero has like their face as an aspect of their costume? Now, give me one. Any of them. That's all I ask.
Shut up. I don't have an answer for you.
Answer. You're obviously right, but it's okay. What about prom sex? I like the pompadour she has. Very classic. I'm pretty sure the Wilhelm scream is in this fight scene.
See, I feel like
You've heard it before?
No. I feel like the first action sequence, like the quote unquote test footage, like remake. Remake was better than the ending fight.
Well, I could see that. Mainly because like the ending fight is only between Deadpool and one other person. Whereas in the bridge scene, he's counting down the amount of bullets he has.
It's true.
Like, I don't see this as the end fight sequence.
This isn't like an army. They don't have to follow by the Geneva Convention.
Wow, they really don't want to take him up on his deal, did they? Isn't where they introduced Bob? Don't they bring back Bob for the sequel? Is that?
They mention Bob the Hydra agent.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
They mention him. They mention him here in a second.
Well, no, one of these guys is technically Bob.
Oh,
what
yeah.
I was wondering is...
I can't remember if they brought him back for number 2.
Did they do a follow-up in Deadpool 2? For some reason, I'm making some weird correlation in my mind between Bob and lasagna. So maybe they did do a Deadpool 2 reference to Bob.
What?
I don't know. I'm getting a weird flashbacks slash remembrance of Bob in Deadpool 2 that had something to correlate with lasagna. Now I want lasagna. You want to make some lasagna?
I wish we had the stuff to make lasagna.
Oh, we can make lasagna. Bro, don't use cod speak in this movie.
Oh, here we go.
How did you notice him through that mask? Tuna casserole sounds like the nastiest dish I've ever
I don't like tuna to begin with, so yeah.
I like tuna in sushi and tuna salad. But besides that, tuna is a weird enigma to me when it comes to dishes. So thinking of warm tuna salad, warm tuna casserole, that's a no-go. Yeah, no. If they said like salmon casserole, I could accept that. But maybe it's just weird to me because I've only ever eaten tuna cold.
I'm not a big tuna person, so I couldn't give that.
You're also not like a big fish person.
Yeah.
But you like sushi.
I do like sushi.
Yeah, you're a freak. That's what I'm trying to say.
I don't like cooked fish. I like raw fish.
Yeah. 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 Now that you're saying it out loud, I hope you realize how wrong you are.
Nah, it's okay.
I'm going to cook you fish one day and you're going to love it.
I'll try it if Chayton, if you ever cook me anything, I will try it.
Good to know.
If it's supposed to be edible.
You said it. Now I'm gonna fucking do it. You said it, and now
damn it,
you're locked into a contract. I'm gonna cut out what you just said about.
Shut up. We're watching Deadpool.
They say verbal contracts don't count, but guess what? You're not under verbal contract because it's recorded, bitch. This is all
it's
data.
Still verbal.
I'm sorry, my connection with Fisher just crapped out. Let me get the Skype call back with him. I don't even, what's weird is I use Skype constantly, but I don't remember the actual like call like sound.
I can't remember it either.
We all have assholes. Doesn't mean you can call them one. Bro, she's trained to this. You know how many years she was with fucking Wade Wilson for? She knows how to not use oxygen.
No, I'm not taking a shot.
Why not? This is at least shot number like 12, 15. Not gonna lie. All right. Between the two axes and two swords, who do you think would win?
Realistically, I mean, I still probably think swords would win.
See, I'm on the boat of axes just because they have so many crevices that can stop a sword.
That's fair. Like the way like that it's shaped, it can hook around it.
Yeah, no, defensively, axes are just so much superior to a sword. Bro, the amount of times that we've broken the 180 rule in that one like shot sequence really upsets me.
I mean, you can break it and it still makes sense.
No, it still makes sense, but with how much CGI animation that was happening in that, it didn't feel right. I'm not gonna lie, the score of this movie reminds me very much of Killer Instinct. And I know neither of us have played that game.
I know you've watched more about it.
I've watched more about it, and in that game, if you do a really good combo, the music actually starts syncing with the hits themselves, and they're very synthy / rocky as the score of this movie. And I feel like a lot of times the movie actually syncs up with the music a lot, and it gives me that vibe. Oh my god. What a good girlfriend. Here comes the favorite.
GG. Good girlfriend.
Good girlfriend. Here comes my favorite part of the film.
What, when he starts seeing cartoons?
Yeah. This is why I wish the Donald Glover like FX Deadpool series actually came to fruition.
I forgot about that. That got canceled, didn't it?
Yeah, the pilot like never even aired and it got canceled. It was the same reason like this movie, like a teaser trailer got leaked and everyone loved it, but for whatever reason the FX version just got canned.
Did some get released to the FX version?
Yeah, have you not seen it?
No, I haven't.
We'll have to look it up.
We'll look it up after this.
Yeah. Wait, why did the music sound good, slow down, and then speed back? Wait, okay. You go Negasonic Teenage Warhead. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't remember. All right, I'm just going to say it right here, right now. She's too powerful for this movie.
Well, she could have probably beaten Ajax. We didn't need Deadpool to do it.
No, this doesn't need to be a Deadpool movie. We need Negasonic Teenage Warhead. That should have been the name of the sequel. It shouldn't have been Deadpool 2. It should have been Negasonic Teenage Warhead. And it was just Deadpool was the most featured character. Get in the tube.
That didn't look too good.
It's okay. It doesn't have to look good.
It was still split second. It's okay.
This is 2016. You know how much CGI has evolved since then?
It really has.
Yeah, no,
it's crazy. Like, it's only been 3 years, and like the amount CGI is like progressed has been like.
Yeah, no, absolutely wild.
I mean, There are plenty of movies that came out fucking like even like 10 years before this. Yeah. That when it came out, I was like, holy shit, this looks amazing.
And then you look back at it and you're like, holy shit, this is bad.
Holy shit, this is shit.
Yeah. I mean, my shits look pretty good. Let's not compare it to shit.
I mean, this still doesn't look bad, but you can tell it's
like it's a little all styrofoam.
It's a little dated.
Yeah, no, it's odd because like you look at old CGI and it looks really shiny. That's the only way I can explain it.
No, it looks like the way I would say it is CGI would match the best video games that were out in the time.
Not even that. Because I don't think video games have reached the point that CGI was.
Well, I'm just saying like in the fact that like video games these days and back in 2016 could get pretty realistic in how like the model looked.
Oh yeah.
But the lighting was always kind of weird and it would look a little glossy and flat.
No, okay, yeah. I can see that.
That's what I mean by that.
Yeah. No, okay. Yeah. Oh my god. I will say my favorite part of brutal films is the sound of bones cracking.
The sound design in brutal films is what makes it.
Yeah. No.
If I worded that right.
No, you did.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, the cure is actually Ajax soap. If you rub it on your skin every day for 24 years, it rejuvenates and cures everything.
Yeah, people forget the whole reason like for this conflict is the fact that like he just didn't want to look ugly for his girlfriend.
Yeah, no, literally. That's the entire conflict of this film and why this villain is a villain. He cured his cancer, but then Deadpool didn't like how he looked afterwards.
I mean, he did torture him, but... I mean,
okay, I understand that. I understand the fact of wanting revenge, but the main, like, plot...
But because he didn't kill him and...
He was ugly.
Because he talked about how he could fix them, so like the whole plot of the film is like so he can be like normal looking for his girlfriend.
Yeah. Yeah.
One or two moments.
Dude, that's racist.
I just cannot do a good Russian accent.
No one but Russians can do a good Russian accent. But you can say that for most accents.
That's true.
Yeah, no, like no one in the northern US can do a good southern accent. But we can because we're completely southern.
I don't even think I can do a good southern accent.
I can do a good southern accent.
I think there are times where I can slip into a southern drawl if I get into if I'm around a bunch of people. Family. Yeah, but I can't. I normally. A lot of people try. A lot of people tell me.
Before you go into rambling. This topic. Yeah, no, I understand you're rambling. Okay, my question is: Colossus's puke also metal?
Oh, that's a good question. No, because he's not eating metal. He was eating cereal earlier.
Yes, but his skin turns to metal, which correlates with, does his organs also become metal? Which also correlates to, does the things within his organs turn metal?
So like stomach bile. Yeah. So would that be like liquid aluminum or something like that?
Exactly.
I feel you, but I feel like that because the stuff he's eating isn't metal.
Because the vomit that I just saw come out of his mouth didn't look like vomit. It had a weird metallic shine to it. Yeah, explain yourself in the last like 5 minutes of this film. I'm ready for my favorite joke in the entire film.
What? The blankety blank blank blank?
Yeah, the blankety blank 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 that leads to the blankety blank. You know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. We're trying not to spoil this film from 2016, but you know, sometimes it's just real
Sometimes
difficult.
It just fucking happens.
What about condoms? I'm sorry, I missed that joke. Bro, looking at this frame, it's really confusing to me. Her hair looks too big for her head. But now it doesn't. Wait, okay, I take everything back. I'm so confused on what I'm watching. Show me. I want to see.
You gotta take the Velcro off that thing in the back.
Yeah. That weird little like dimple that's
that
happening
big square back there.
Wait, when did that? There wasn't a seam there before. What? Wait. I take everything back. What's going on right now? Favorite joke in the whole film. Favorite joke in the whole film. Thank you, Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds, for existing. But also, how did he plan for this? Think about that. How?
I mean, he probably
was wearing that Hugh Jackman face since he arrived at this
the entire time.
I know. That's what's wild
the entire time.
Somehow he restricted his vision to little tiny peepholes in this Hugh Jackman cutout.
Well, think of it this way: if you think of it as like an actual, like, I know it's not spandex, but like a spandex mask, it's conforming to his face, so the fabric would kind of push the paper out of the way.
That doesn't stretch the paper.
It doesn't stretch it, but it folds it to like where.
Yeah, but that doesn't change the little eye holes he cut out for himself.
Okay. I'm just trying to fucking put some logic into this fucking movie.
What I'm saying is that he was doing so good in all of those fights, even though he was limiting himself by these little paper cutouts, plus the
It's because it's Deadpool, bro.
I understand, but what I'm saying is that I'm impressed.
He's talking about Voltron, which he talked about earlier.
Oh my gosh, he made a connection to the earlier in the film. What a good film.
It would have made more sense if he said that to Vanessa, though, because they don't know what he's talking about.
Do they ever know what he's talking about?
That's true, though.
Entire film?
That's true.
Oh, it's time for some more wham, baby.
It's cracked. It's a nice little touch.
Well, Deadpool's cracked as an individual. Good connection. Good character moment. Yeah. Yeah, make out. You do know he jacks off to a unicorn, like, no? It doesn't matter. Whatever. That's why he has a little dick zipper in the suit. Oh my Deadpool. God damn it. You little skank. Hell yeah, we made it.
We made it.
And Deadpool, and now for the animated credits.
I think this is one of the first movies I've gone through without this, and like Evil Dead are the first movies I've gone through without saying God damn it, I wish this would end.
Is it?
Maybe.
I don't remember you ever saying those three words together.
Not that specifically.
I wish this would end. The 8 words. I don't think I've ever
Probably not that specifically, but just complaining about the movie, like
being too long?
Yeah, or like not being too long, but it not being over with yet because I'm just tired of the movie.
Okay, I could see that. Yeah.
I've done that with at least like at least like Avengers Fox Wars.
What do you mean? That's not the movie I wish that would have ended. Would had to have been
Wish Upon?
No, Killer Bean.
Oh, Killer Bean, yeah.
That's the one movie out of all the ones that we've watched that I literally I can't. I can't tell you what happened in that film.
Yeah, I've been trying to think of the plot without looking at plot synopsis.
Wait, oh my goodness, I just realized what got me confused in Walmart. I was thinking about Killer Bean and Deadpool Bean, and I saw this, and for whatever reason, I just forgot that we were looking for Detective Pikachu.
Well, hopefully we can get it right soon.
Well, you're coming with me this time, right?
Yeah, because someone can't read.
Bro, look, I understand that I can't read, but I truly, in my heart, believe that you actually read at a lower level than I do.
You'll know if it's synced now. Here at the credits at the very end.
Here are the credits. You'll know if you're synced up. Okay, do you know the words? We want to do a sing-along?
No, I don't know the words.
You don't?
Wait.
Here we go. Here I go.
Here I go again.
Men.
Oh my god, I'm too drunk to remember this.
I don't blame you. I was about to actually start, but then I know the lyrics, but I don't feel like I'm fast enough to actually
keep up with it.
Yeah.
I like that they credited Bob.
Yeah. Good old Bob. I love Bob. What's weird? Oh, what was that Adult Swim cartoon? It was the one where they had like the villains in like butterfly costumes.
Oh, Venture Bros.
Yeah, didn't they also steal the whole Bob reference? Didn't they call one of the two like odd comedic duo henchman Bob?
I haven't watched Venture Bros enough to.
I don't think I've ever watched the full episode. I don't
think I have either.
I just noticed from watching Adult Swim as a kid, and it would be on late at night. New shoop-a-doo, shoop-a-doo. I listened to this song so many times after this film release. After the trailer
Don't you love
release.
that being an editor, don't you love that this entire film was edited on Premiere CC, like something anybody can get? It's not like one of those obscure.
Well, no.
I mean Premiere is like becoming more and more the like quote unquote industry standard.
Well, you say that. What's funny is that the other competitor, Avid, just released their 2019 version.
Oh yeah,
and it's a lot like Premiere.
Is it really?
It's scarily like Premiere, and it makes me want to try the new Avid so bad. It makes me really want to try the new Avid so bad.
I mean, you could get your Avid test if you did that.
I really could, except for the sole fact that I don't know that editing software. But yeah, I do like Premiere is becoming I tried to learn it. I couldn't. They stopped teaching it here.
I know. They only start teaching Premiere here.
Yeah, I know. It really upset me because like the one program I know the most about and that I'm not going to learn a whole lot.
It's the one that they're teaching.
Yeah, it's the one that they decided that.
But when you came to the school.
Yeah, when I came to the school, they were teaching the program I wanted to learn. And then so lo and behold,
when you got into the class.
Yeah, the guy retired. So once I actually took the class and they were like, fuck you. I don't know. How do you feel about Deadpool?
I mean, this is one of the few films that I've seen before. And I liked it. I liked it before.
As we stated in the beginning, this is the only film that we've both seen.
I mean, I loved it then, and I still think it holds up because I mean there were a handful of times during this that I got genuine laughs out of.
Yeah.
And plus the fact that like the acting in this film and just like the portrayal of the character, minus little things like the fucking voices and the teleporter, but that wasn't even introduced till later. But
yeah, I can't wait till Deadpool 3 where they finally make
fucking teleporter and he goes.
Well, no, he has a teleporter by the end of Deadpool 2. I'm talking more about the voices.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's what I want to see.
I think that they'll But either way, about my opinions of the movie, I just think it's such a good portrayal of the character itself.
I think it's a good starting point.
I think it's I agree with you. It's kind of like. I know everyone compares Spider-Man to Deadpool and that's like the joke, but I think it's like the equivalent of like the Sam Raimi Spider-Man of like, it's not the most accurate depiction of the character, but like to introduce him to like
the
wider. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. I understand.
It's a good.
Edited with Adobe Premiere Pro CC.
Just what we were talking about.
Yeah, I know, right? Anyways.
Is this one of the few movies that doesn't have like an end credit scene?
What do you mean?
I can't remember if it does or not.
Does it? I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's the Ferris Bueller.
Yeah. I love how we're being silent waiting for him to speak. Yeah, hi, what's up?
I know.
Yeah,
we gotta do our outro.
Yeah, I know. Let's do our outro while we speak. Really end it when he ends it.
Go.
Hell
guys.
Yeah.
Guys, remember.
What's up?
Go.
No.
It's the end of the...
Nope.
Oh, not exactly.
Second end credit scene. Wow, really?
Really? Because they didn't at all.
What do you mean? Yeah, they did.
Wait, did they? Oh, wait, they did have cable. I'm an idiot.
The second movie was all around cable.
I'm
what do you
an
mean?
idiot. I did not. I had like a split moment where I forgot that Josh Brolin like acted as Thanos and fucking
and Cable
in the same year.
Explain that in the MCU.
That's a good point.
But anyways, thank you so much for joining us for the most messy MindMeshes movie talks to date.
Is it messy? I agree.
Well, yes, it was messy because we were supposed to watch Detective Pikachu and I messed up.
It's okay. We'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah.
But I'm Fish.
Yeah, and I'm Chayton. You can check MindMesh Movie Talks on your favorite podcasting platforms.
Be that Apple.
No, we're not on that
we're
yet.
Not that.
I don't
we're
think
not
so.
on that
Maybe
yet.
we're on it at this point, but not yet.
But we're on Spotify.
We're on Google Podcasts. We're on a bunch of different podcasting platforms. And then you can check us out on YouTube
2 days.
2 days later at the same time. But anyways, this has been MindMesh's Movie Talks.
And we will see you
later.
Later.
Oh my.
Goodbye.
Oh my. Shut up.